Alright folks, we're at Ted's today. We're going to try to do a little bit of shooting. My main goal today is to test out the tune job, the power tune, that Travis at Wicked Air Rifles did for me. I did all my number crunching in the basement, so now we're outside. Unfortunately, it's thunderstorm season. The humidity level is about 98, and I am literally melting as we're doing this. So the sun's not up, it's very overcast, and we're trying to beat the storms. So this pretty much, I'm just going to do some grouping. Maybe we'll shoot something, but it's not really a video to blow stuff up. It's just the numbers are showing what we've increased with the power tune to what it was before with a stock rifle. So that's really what we're doing today, alright? So if it's a little boring, I can't help it. Sorry about that. But I'll try to do the next one even funnier. I'm going to do the 50 grain first. And I'm using the single shot tray because I'm just not a big fan of magazines. You know, I'm a hunter. Turn this up so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Maybe I should put my glasses back on. Almost dead center and high. Now you guys know I'm not a bench rest shooter. I'm wobbling everywhere and I'm not wearing my glasses. So give me a break that I'm not a cloverleaf shooter. Now as you notice, I'm pushing because the slugs are tighter. I don't use the bolt. I use my thumb right here and push it in. A lot of resistance, but you're not hurting nothing. Remember, these guns were designed for pellets with the little flimsy skirt and the undersized head. So when you're sicking in a solid slug, you got to squeeze past that heavy O-ring that's on the inside of the barrel. Most guys don't know that. But the O-ring's not on the probe, it's on the inside of the barrel. That's not half bad. Not half bad at all. That was 5 shots. And I'm at about, I think 2,800 PSI. So, that wasn't bad at all. And if you see on my numbers, come on, Bob. You get a good 15 shots out of this with the power tune. But I like 10 myself. Now I know this video is going to be boring, but unfortunately we got to work with the time that we have. Not bad, not bad at all. There you go, that's your 10. Now, some of you bench rest shooters are going to say, you know, this sucks, but for me, I think it's one of my personal best. because I couldn't hit the side of a barn if I was standing inside. All right? And no more comments about people doing things with people's mothers on my YouTube videos. That's ridiculous. Okay, I got the video rolling. Let's see if we can look at that. It's kind of had to set this up tall. This isn't great for some people, but for me it's fantastic. Here's your 10 shots at 55 yards. So I'm pleased. You don't like that, don't buy my stuff. It's as simple as that. Alright? But these babies are screaming with that power tune by Travis. Alright? So I'm going to go back. That was the 50 grain. I'm going to go play with the 55s. Okay, the grouping on the 55 grain hollow point was really poor. For some reason, the Marauder does not like the 55 grain. It likes the 50, but not the 55. Hollow point, that is. But it's strange, because I believe in the Air Force and another air rifle, it does like the 55. So it goes to prove you that not every bullet works great in every gun. And when you ask me for advice, I'm not going to sell you something if I think it's going to be piss poor. .55 grain solids. Okay, now we're taking a walk down to the target. Now, like I said, the 55 grain solid I thought was pretty good. Other than, it seems like with the bell curve, the first 3 shots a little high and a little off slightly. It could have been me. But then once you get around 2800 psi, these things really start nesting in here. See if we can get here through the jungle without me breaking my neck or getting eaten by a lion. Okay, so I can't see with the glare on the camera, so you guys just... So what we're looking at, these are the first 3 here, and then these guys were the bad. There's a flyer there, but these guys really came in tight. I'm very happy with that. And it's also one of my #1 pig killers. A lot of guys shooting the Air Force 25s are shooting the daylights out of pigs with those solids. They're devastating because they'll make it through the body and apparently cracking the old skull pan there. Alright, alright, let's not fall. Okay, got myself. Alright, we're good, we're good. Only a slight scrape on that rusty tin can, so it'll bleed for a while, but that should wash out most of the rust. Alright, back up to the next one. It looks like from 3,000 down to around 2,700. Okay, that's like over the bell curve. So my average shot was 640 to 650 feet per second. And then as the pressure dropped around 2,600 psi, the speed started to climb, okay, into the 700s, 780s, and we're right around 2,200 psi. That's when I was hitting my sweet spot. 780, 790, couple of 812s, okay? And then it started coming back down, 760, 750, 740. Around 1900 psi, I was at the 730, 740s, and I was down in the low 600s by the time I hit 900 psi. So 650, 800, 815, down to about 650 again. So that's quite a range, you know, 72 pounds. I was shooting the 43 grain Ingens, okay? I wanted to get the heaviest pellet that I had, and I didn't want to sit there and burn up my hollow points doing all this testing. So I'd rather shoot off those cheap Ingens. And I used the 43 grain because that's closest to my 50 grain. On my 50 grain hollow point, I was running 700, 760, 740, 725, 700. So again, there's your curve. So we've wrapped up our numbers on the power tune on the Marauder here, okay? And again, I have to thank Travis at wickedairrifles.com. I think he did a great job. As you can see from the previous numbers with the stock gun to what it's doing now with the power tune, you can see it's gone up quite a bit. I mean, I've gained 75 to 100 feet a second increase on this alone. So we're pushing some real heavy numbers now. Foot-pounds are now in the area of 60 to 75 foot-pounds, depending upon how much you want to turn that, you know, your screw here in the back, okay? I personally like leaving mine down on the lowest setting. I'm still getting a good 50 foot-pounds easily out of the gun. Crank it up 4 turns, now I'm pushing myself up into the 60s, okay? I can keep going, but I thought that was good enough to play with. As you can see, some of the bullets shot better than other ones with the hollow points there. I'm real happy with the 50 grain. I think that's my go-to hollow point with this gun. Alright, now these are the slugs that I retrieved from the ballistic gel. They all went a range from 10 to 14 inches in depth. Pretty amazing in my opinion. And as I said before, it's not a fun video of blowing stuff up, it's a power video. I really want to see the difference between stock and, you know, super modified. You know, if you're into shot count, the stuff that I do really isn't that type of thing. It's not something you're looking for. I'm looking for a few good shots that are maxed out versus a whole bunch of paper shots. You know, everyone's got their different thing on what they want and what they're looking for in an air rifle. Power tunes are what I'm into. So if you don't mind lugging something like this around, call up Lloyd, get that double barrel kit put on there so you've got more air. You can send it over to Travis and have him jack it on power. I mean, you've got a real all-purpose gun. I would not be worried about taking hogs all the way down to squirrels with this. Now granted, it's going to be overkill on a squirrel, but if you turned it back down, you know, shoot a lighter bullet, now it's just going to go even faster. Who am I kidding? This is going to terminate a squirrel into bits and pieces. So really, hogs, smaller game, fox, coyote, easily raccoons, possums, you're going to destroy their melon if you hit them with that. So I don't know what more to tell you. If you have questions on the tuning, pricing, what all Travis did inside of here, you need to check his website out. Like I said before, that's wickedairrifles.com. You go to the website or give Travis a call. I'm really not the guy to talk to about bits, pieces, parts, and how things are done. I'm just a guy to shoot stuff and then break stuff. Alright? I hope you learned something from this. I know I did. And keep your eyes open for the next video. Hopefully we'll have some more fun. Thanks for watching.